Is that a TV?
Yeah, I never use it. I hung it up there when I first got it, like 4 years ago. Like 3 years ago. For Christmas.
I don't remember there ever being a TV in your room.
There was. I watched like one movie on it, and I've never used it since.
Why do you have it behind your bed?
Because my bed was not over here when I first put it on the wall.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So then I moved it, and now I hit my head on it a lot.
Well, Audrey wants to get a... Audrey wants to get a TV for Christmas, but with all her reorganizing of her room that she apparently does so often, then I don't know if that'll be ideal.
We can see
I do. I like the change. We can see you now.
You can have this one.
You've got the nice brace yourself shirt on.
You know when the last time I reorganized my room was?
When?
2018.
I reorganized my room 3 times in the start of quarantine.
Wow.
I got bored.
I mean, no.
It wasn't even me who reorganized it. My mom had to wait for me to go away on a religion retreat before she could do it forcefully without my consent. But it was a worthwhile change, I think. You know, this might be slower because everybody's doing their dumbass camera thing.
So should we turn the cameras off?
That's
Well, if it makes it
boring.
faster. Well,
Oh, I guess.
Here, let's see if that works. I'm going to turn off mine.
Because then maybe we
And
can
see
hear
if that
Joe. I think
makes
his
any-
Wi-Fi's disconnecting a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I couldn't hear you
No.
that entire first, half the podcast.
Were you saying
Well,
anything,
to be honest,
Joe?
I don't really think I was talking much.
Oh, okay. When we were talking about reorganizing our rooms, were you saying anything?
I think I said, ha.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe we could hear you then.
I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so what's up? What's been up, Joe? What have you been up to? Have you been fishing or?
I mean, I was, and then we got snow, and we just kind of stopped.
Have we got snow?
Yeah, we do. We had snow enough for
In October.
yeah.
Oh.
And that's when we kind of stopped fishing. I think it was a little premature, but whatever.
Yeah, we get snow when I'm gonna have a Halloween party, but all of a sudden when I have to stay inside for 4 weeks, ooh, okay, we'll
And it's
just make it.
Christmas.
Yeah.
It
Normal
snowed a little
weather.
bit last night, and I got really happy. But that
now
was
it's
it.
not there anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So now
true.
I'm sad.
Do you like the snow or no?
I do when it's Christmas time, okay? You can't really have Christmas without snow. But
As soon as it hits December
So that's
26th, you're
people
just
in
like, nah,
California.
fuck the snow.
I don't know, it just doesn't feel like Christmas if there's no snow.
This
Yeah.
winter's gonna be even worse too because we're gonna all be inside, and there's no things to look forward to because everything's canceled.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Well, that's pretty much the entirety of the rest of the next year. Pretty much is everything is canceled.
Yeah, but at least in the summer you can go outside and do stuff. I get that you can in the winter, but
Fishing.
it's not as you can't be out there as long
Mm-hmm.
because it's not as warm and fun.
Yeah, and then everything inside is fucking closed, pretty much.
Yeah, and you've done everything that you can do in your house already because it's been
Yeah.
a year.
Well, you know what's not closed right now that we could go to safely? Bowling.
That's
Really?
guaranteed closed.
No, it's not right now.
Why is? Oh my god.
How is that essential?
I
So
don't
we
think
can.
it's
I'm essential. Did
but-
you guys know that? I'm essential.
So Joe, we've been saving all of our date ideas that are inside-y for the winter.
Yeah.
But now everything's getting canceled, and Audrey wants to go bowling, but I don't because I hate bowling.
He refused
I'll go
to go
bowling with you.
Okay, I'll go bowling
I'll
with
go bowling
Kenzie.
with
yeah.
maybe like a bunch of people, but if it's just me and you, I'm not gonna go because I'm just abysmal at it. I'll look like a clown.
Joe and I did that once. It was fun.
Actually, you know what? I'll change my mind. I'd more like to go with just you than with all of our friends because all of our friends are mean.
You're right.
Well, I'm already going with Audrey, so.
So you could, yeah, Lucas, you can tag along.
Could be the three of us.
Oh.
It's Makenzi and I's date, though. It's Makenzi and I's date.
Oh, then.
You snooze, you lose.
Okay, whatever. I don't really like bowling either way, but I'd rather go with like us four than with like Marcus, because that guy's a douchebag. He'll clown.
We should do a triple date with Linnea and Simon.
I agree. That's a good idea.
And go bowling.
Yo, I haven't seen Simon in forever though. I miss.
But Joe can't leave though. Joe can't go outside, bro.
Joe.
Did I leave? Once?
Have you read that book, Everything, Audrey?
Yeah, it's so
That's
good.
Joe's life right now.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay, so we were talking about it in psych where like you'll have like a fear of disease, like you'll make up one kind of, but it's like her mom making up the disease for her because her mom's lonely. And so this girl
she doesn't want her daughter to leave.
Yeah, this girl doesn't have the disease, but her mom says she does, and she can't go outside.
That's like the Rick and Morty episode where Morty Jr. can't. He tells Morty Jr. that outside is poisonous because if he goes outside, he's gonna kill everyone.
I can relate more to the Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I knew Joe would understand.
So Makenzi, everything. I don't like the boy in that. I don't think he's that cute.
In the movie?
In the movie, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't think he was that cute either. But
plus
the
his
book's
name is
really
Ollie.
good.
His name is Ollie.
I think that fits for the character though, because he's kind of like, it's like right at the cusp of the like wanting to be quirky generational thing. So like he was quirky, and that really sold like when that book came out.
Okay, I guess.
But also I agree, I'm not a huge fan of quirky characters.
I don't even think he was that quirky though. He was just like, he's like bad boy kind of, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he was just kind of like lonely. Not really bad boy, but like lonely boy.
Makenzi, do you prefer quirky characters or quirky people in real life?
I prefer... Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. My computer, like, shut off really quick.
Oh, no. Okay.
I don't know what you mean, Lucas.
Makenzi's on a fucking Macintosh.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it was like a very old Apple computer. Yeah.
No, I'm not. It just, like, fell asleep because I think I'm on low power mode.
Okay. I mean, like, do you like, are you more annoyed by quirky characters in movies and books and television, or are you more annoyed by people who act quirky in real life?
I'm more annoyed by people who, like, think that being quirky is part of their personality in real life. Because
yes.
It's like, be quirky, but, like, don't think of yourself as quirky. Like, just be you.
Exactly. You can't, like, characterize yourself.
Yeah, don't like make yourself have a thing, and that's what makes you
exactly.
unique. Just like be yourself in order to be unique.
You can't be like, I like to sing. That's my character trait.
Yeah, I'm unique because I don't go with the flow because I like to sing. Yeah. Don't be like that. Just like to sing and just enjoy it.
Do you know those people that just like sing like? I don't want to like name names or anything, but like let's say someone who I may have used to work with, like people who just sing like in the public just for no reason, like out loud.
Fucking burst out into song.
Yeah, like you're Snow White or something.
Or High School Musical.
Exactly.
Okay, High School Musical is such a good movie. All of them.
I haven't seen it.
I heard that the TV show is better.
The TV show is good.
Isn't that a new TV show or no?
What?
Isn't that the new like Disney Plus TV show, or am I just stupid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You watched that?
Yeah.
Oh, how long has that been out for?
Like a year.
Oh, well, I'd assume it's been out for a year, but like, I don't remember anybody ever talking about that. Did you enjoy that show?
Everyone talked about it.
Oh.
I didn't even watch it, and I heard everyone talk about it.
I don't really think I didn't really hear anyone talk about it, if I'm being honest. I only knew about it because of my sister.
I didn't know that anybody acknowledged that show's existence until you just now said that.
It was good.
I heard everybody was talking about Mandalorian when Disney Plus came out, but...
Yo, dude.
I didn't even
Remember
watch
the Mario
Mandalorian
Kart?
until-
Huh?
Remember Mario Kart last October?
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Mario Kart
bad.
Tour?
Our entire school got nothing done for like the entire month of October.
For that entire
Yeah.
I mean, that's always kind of been my plan, though, to get nothing done. So
I remember playing it at the choir concert.
You want to hear a funny story about that game?
Yeah.
So one time there was a football game. It was actually after we recorded the first podcast episode. So this is actually there's a football game at a school that is known for being preppy, and I'm not going to say what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. Everybody who's listening probably knows what I'm talking about. After that game, we went to Taco Bell, and there was a bunch of people there that I wasn't like with at the game, but they were at the thing. Like I kind of know them, but I'm not like friends with them. It was like some of the more like hockey-y people or like lacrosse people. And I was there with Jack Dunn, and Jack Dunn, instead of talking to me, well, actually it didn't really matter because I was playing Mario Kart on the table, and Jack Dunn went to talk to these kids instead of me, and they were all like talking about whatever. Like I couldn't really relate to the conversation, and I was playing Mario Kart anyways, and I was trying to do like 5-star the level. I don't remember how that game worked. I was trying to get all the fucking things or whatever, trying to like perfect the race or whatever, and I like messed up, and I said like, oh fuck, but it was at the moment where everybody in the entire restaurant stopped talking, and then all of the lacrosse people started laughing at me.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, and Jack Dunn talks about how funny it was, and like how people still like sometimes talk about it, and like I didn't even remember it like being that embarrassing, but the fact that Jack Dunn still thinks that it's funny is 10 times worse.
That wasn't very
What
nice.
a rude thing to say, though. Yeah. Like, oh, you remember that time that you were a complete fool?
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, that
he'll
was
literally be like
funny.
that. He'll be like, "Remember that was so funny when we were at Taco Bell after that football game, and you were like, what the fuck?" And everybody thought it was so funny, and I'm like, "What? I don't even remember that." He's like, "Nah, dude, everybody thought that was hilarious." I'm like, "Oh man."
No one probably actually thought it was that funny.
Well, not everybody thought it was hilarious, but Jack Dunn and I think Kale thought it was pretty funny. But anyways, we move. That game got fucking obliterated though within like 2 weeks though. Everybody stopped playing.
Yeah.
As everything does at our school. All the fads end really quick.
Kenzie, when's the last time you played Pokemon Go?
A long time. It's like
Freaking
any
today.
game on the phone. I just don't have any motivation now that I'm not in a pointless like setting like the school where like I have nothing to do but something on my phone. Like at my
Right.
house I can like watch TV. Like at school I couldn't do that really. So it's like why would I go on Pokemon Go or play Clash Royale when I can just do something else?
That's true.
Oh, I forgot when Clash Royale was back.
Clash Royale's back?
No, when it was.
That was in 8th grade, Joe.
Like it was like probably a month before quarantine.
Oh.
Last year.
Yeah, I remember that. I meant Clash of Clans though. I got them mixed up.
I've never played either of those games.
I think that's the most I've ever raged at any video game is Clash Royale. Because it's like, you'll fight, you'll do all this shit, you'll win like 3 fights, and then like you lose one to just luck, and it's like you go back all 3 fights in trophies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Lucas, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like kind of things can just like change out of nowhere in that game, and then it's just unrecoverable. It's just,
Exactly.
Like,
Like if someone can get one like lucky move off, you're just simply fucked.
yeah.
And like some people can like they'll put you against the person with the exact counter to what you have. Like I want to place like a hog rider or something, and then they'll place like a fucking skeleton army. It's like, well, I'm not gonna be able to pass through that because they don't attack
Yeah.
anyone. It's so annoying. I just fucking, like... I remember I would, like, literally just, like, throw my phone and, like, throw, like, my pillow across the room because of that game. And I'd be, like, punching, like, the wall and shit. I'd be, like, so mad. I'd, like, throw my chair in my room. My phone, actually, there's a period of time where my phone stopped working. And that actually wasn't my fault. But it was, like, the screen wasn't, like... It would, like, tap random parts of the screen randomly. And that was while I was playing Clash Royale. So I'd, like, wait for, like, my elixir to load. And then I would play some random shit on the screen. And be like, what the fuck? And then, oh, my God. I couldn't handle it, bro. Didn't help that Carter Pakachik was kicking me out of the clan every single 5 minutes, too. Because he thought he was the funniest person of all time. And Liam Shellhammer was even worse. I was like...
Liam's so good at that game.
I was like arch nemesis with Liam Shellhammer because of that fucking game. Rowan Shellhammer.
Can we talk about the original rage-inducing game, though?
What's that?
Flappy Bird. In, like,
God.
6th grade?
Did you guys have it on your phones?
No.
I didn't have a phone when that game came out.
Yeah, I don't know if I did either. Because it came out in, like, the beginning of 6th grade.
It was either, like, yeah, I don't remember what it was. It was, like, 6th grade or 5th grade.
I remember borrowing someone's iPad, though, to play it.
Yeah, my mom had it on her phone. So I don't know if she still has her old phone. I think she used to because, like, she used it as an alarm. But it didn't, like, work or anything. But that phone still had Flappy Bird on it, so I wonder if she could sell that for, like, $1 billion. Even though they re-released the game.
Phone.
You do?
You do?
Yeah.
Are you, like,
Your
on your
old
current
one?
phone?
No, my current phone.
The original
How'd you get
Flappy
that?
Bird?
Because I had downloaded it on this SIM card, so...
Oh,
Damn.
gotcha.
So it's on this iCloud account that I have right now, but... I don't have it, like, on my phone physically, but I could download it if I wanted it to.
You could sell that, Wait, what? So wait, if it... I guess that makes sense. So you should sell that SIM card. You could sell it for like $2,000.
No, that was back in like 20, like, you know, when Flappy
When
Bird
it just
was, like,
immediately
sought
got
after.
deleted?
Let
Does
me see
anybody
how
have
much it
Fortnite
is.
on their phone still? That's off the
Was
App
it-
Store.
It is?
Yeah, because, like, they were, like... They found a way that they could sell shit on Fortnite without it, like, going through a purchase on the Apple Store. Like, you could buy stuff for cheaper if you didn't buy it on the Apple Store. Instead, you bought it through, like, Fortnite's own, like, individual thing. So because they did that, then they made it, like... They removed it from the App Store.
Oh my gosh, Audrey.
Huh?
Many Flappy Bird equipped iPhones are listed for $1,000 to $10,000 on eBay, with a few priced
Why?
above $50,000. An iPhone 5S with the app was sold for $10,000. One iPad Air listed at over $80,000 has received multiple bids.
Why?
Holy crap!
I had it on my 5C.
Wouldn't it be funny if after this episode, Audrey's house gets robbed?
I
need the $1,000. Speaking of expensive things, someone in my Pokemon Go group chat, I'm not going to say who it was, just in case someone does rob them, which I don't think would happen, but someone was like, I found this, is this, like, worth any? And it was an original, like, Gen 1 Charizard card from
You're
Oh my
kidding.
gosh.
And I'm like,
Oh, wait,
well, that's
really?
worth, like, $1,000. He was just holding it. I'm like, put that in, like, a container,
Depending on
bro.
the one, yeah.
Someone just pulls out, like, the fucking Declaration of Independence, like, I found this piece of paper, is it worth anything?
You did not just compare a Pokemon card to the Declaration of Independence. Oh my god.
I did compare it to the deck because it's very expensive.
They're basically equivalent
Okay, fine.
in importance and worth.
Yeah. It's the Gen 1 Charizard. Don't you know how cool
Yeah.
Charizard is? I'm sure
Who
one
was
of
it
them
that doesn't
made
like
America
Charizard?
a
Was it
thing,
Ben?
but... What?
Ben doesn't like Charizard.
Siebenaler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Ben hates Charizard, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, you guys
Hates
got in a
everything
fight.
that's happy.
I agree.
He hates everything. Is Ben like a Pokemon hipster, or what's his deal?
He thinks he's cool.
He's like, my favorite Pokemon is Fennekin.
Mine's ditto.
I like the Pokemon from Generation 7.
Oh, dude. Don't even.
Don't even what, Joe?
Fuck Generation 7. Anything past 4, garbage. 4's good. 5 bad.
Fair enough, Joe. I'll actually give you that one. I wouldn't say it's garbage. There's certain ones that are pretty good.
I mean, what region was the Alolan region? Because that was a good one.
7.
Oh, shit. I've been bamboozled.
Alola is from the Alolan region.
Yes, sir.
Anyways. Oh, by the way, I got yelled at by my parents for not introducing the people like last week or 2 weeks ago. The people on this episode are Audrey, who is my girlfriend, Makenzi, who is on, you know her from Sneaking Onto the Choir concert, and Joe, who is her boyfriend.
And we were on the Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah,
like the only
first,
one you did.
First of 4 Valentine's Day episodes,
2.
actually.
Sorry. Was
That's
there
awkward.
4?
Yeah, there was.
I thought you got shut down.
No, I got shut down the week before you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Actually,
it's been a crazy.
Yeah, you haven't been on in like
then.
the longest time, Makenzi, and Joe. But I don't know if you knew this, but when we played, you remember when we played the Newlywed game on the?
Yeah.
You actually
Yeah.
tied for second place on the Newlywed game.
Really?
Out of 4.
Who?
Nice.
With
Out of
Jaffe
4.
and Chantel. So actually, you also tied technically for last place because
Oh.
Jaffe and Chantel and you and Makenzi both got 5, and then Carlina and Blake and who was the other one? Danny and Ellie both got 6. I
Oh,
think.
great.
Huh, well.
So it
I
was by
hope
1
our
point.
relationship doesn't turn out like Chantel and Jaffe.
Oh, yeah, being
Oh.
done. That's not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Damn.
I hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Hope that's not a sign. I'm just kidding, it's not. Sorry.
Anyways, who's that?
That was so awkward.
Yeah, who's got the longest recording? Like, who started first, by the way? Was that Joe?
Joe.
Joe, what's your time at right now?
Fucking 30 minutes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to explain something on the podcast, but I'm also explaining it to you guys. Basically, you can only email a certain size file.
Jesus Christ.
So do you want to take a pause and then just start a new recording?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do a little pause quick.
Okay. I was wondering, do you have a roommate yet? Did you find one for college?
Okay.
What?
So, I still haven't posted on that stupid Facebook
Oh.
because I'm so anxious that I don't have any good pictures of myself.
I only put like 4.
I know.
So like,
Why does it matter what the picture is?
Because I need to, like, make a good impression.
it'll be okay. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but don't you think that your roommate will care more about like your like habits, like are you messy, what do you like, rather over like what you look like, or no?
I
Yeah,
feel like
but-
it goes both ways.
you need to like make a good first impression though, because when you're like scrolling through the Facebook page, you're like, I don't know, that person looks like they're like
Yeah, they look weird.
this, or they look like this, or like, for instance, I was talking to a girl who looked like she was fun and normal and everything, and then I figure out that she has a bearded dragon. And she like was giving me all of her emotional problems, so I'm like, no, not gonna room with you. But it's like you still need to. She had a good first impression,
She's like the
which
female
got me
Willem
talking to
Clifford.
her. But then it was
Exactly.
bad.
See, it
Dude,
makes
I don't know.
It
The
makes
bearded
the
dragon
difference.
sounds like a plus.
What was that, Joe?
What, Joe?
The bearded dragon sounds like a plus, if you ask me.
I don't know if she'd
No.
bring it
That
to the
Thing's gonna
thing.
like look at you in the middle of the night with
She's
this
not
like
gonna bring it to
lamp on top
college.
Oh,
of
it's
it.
fucking protecting you, dude. It's like a fucking dragon, isn't it?
No, it's like a little lizard.
What if she owned like a Komodo dragon, like from Jessie, like Mrs. Kipling?
Oh, that would
Yeah,
kind of
dude.
be cool. That'd be cooler.
The size of,
but
like,
still,
my
I wouldn't want to
dog.
live with them.
No, I would not. That Komodo dragon was up. I don't know if it was a Komodo dragon. It was some sort of dragon, but it was up to no good in every episode of that show.
Mrs. Kipling?
Yeah, it literally
Yeah.
It was an Asian water monitor or something like that.
Oh,
The
okay.
plot revolved around that fucking dragon.
Half the episodes were like, "Uh-oh, it's loose in the hotel. We're gonna get sued by Mrs.
It's
whatever
in
her
the
name
fucking
was."
Park again.
Their
Yeah.
hotel room is probably bigger, or their apartment is like bigger than my house.
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
point.
definitely.
They were very wealthy.
It's a,
Yeah, they were.
That must have like
Too bad
they
their parents were never around.
they always talk about how like Monica and Rachel's apartment is like $2 million because it's like that big in New York. Think about how that must be like $10 million, that one apartment. Like probably
yeah, but
Easy.
their parents are rich.
that's
Like,
true.
it was just kind of
What
like
was
the setting of the
dad was
show.
they're both actors, weren't they?
There was
Maybe,
something.
I think.
They were. I thought they were like
Shit.
CIA agents or something. They had a
No,
helicopter.
they were like
helipad
actors
on
and
that roof.
actresses and like models and
Yeah, the
clothing
mom
designers.
was a model and an actor.
Were Luke and Emma their biological kids or no?
None of them
I
were,
think-
except no.
No, Emma was.
Emma
I thought
was.
Emma and Luke were, and then they adopted Zuri and Ravi.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Can we talk about how the the actor Luke has died?
That
Oh
is
my God,
sad.
Cameron Boyce.
That's so sad.
That
It's just awful.
Yeah, that was sad because that's like. Yeah, I feel like that's like one of the first like, even like every Disney show and Nickelodeon show, like everyone is still like doing stuff, and that's sad because he was like
yeah,
20 something.
I think he was like 18.
and he was one of the best characters in that show.
Yeah, and he didn't even like. It wasn't even like. He didn't even like do anything. It wasn't like he died of like a drug overdose. He just like had a
Yeah.
seizure or something,
It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
tragic,
medical
not
problems.
like
which is like the worst. It was no one's fault.
sad.
But anyways, on a more positive note, did you that I think the guy who plays Bertram, I don't remember. I feel like he's on Twitter or something. I think
He's on
I saw a tweet
TikTok.
from him. Oh, he is.
Really?
That's what it was.
Boy.
Bertram.
Yeah, he's on TikTok. He's cool.
He was the best character in that show.
Yeah, he's funny.
Bertram. He was like the Squidward tentacles of that show. That's always like my
Yeah.
favorite character in any show. Every character who's like the grumpy guy who like always gets just shit on for no reason is always my favorite character. Like Squidward, Bertram,
Toby.
yeah, George from Seinfeld. Like,
Yeah.
he gets clowned on so much, but it's all his fault. And then there's Freddie Benson from iCarly who gets clowned on all the time, and it isn't his fault at all. Like, he's just
Freddie
completely.
was one of my favorite characters.
Freddie is like the nicest guy ever, and then Sam just bullies him for no reason, and then Carly's like,
'Cause she
"I
likes
love you
him.
both equally."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I bought the entire complete series of iCarly like a few months ago, and I've honestly watched like 3.5 seasons. It's so good.
How many seasons of the show are there?
Like 4, but there's like a lot of episodes in each season.
Yeah, the show went on for that's like a Nickelodeon thing. The show went on for 9 years and has 4 seasons.
Yeah, because there's literally I have like 8 DVDs because
Mhm.
there's at least 2 DVDs for each season,
Yeah.
I finished my hair.
and
Nice.
in each of those there's like 2 discs. You did? Good for you,
I
Odds.
did. Do you want to see?
Yeah. Oh, cute.
Nice.
Thanks.
Makenzi,
Yeah.
thank you for uploading a picture to Instagram. It's going to make it a lot easier to make the thumbnail for this episode.
What do you mean?
Because, like, last week Simon was on, and the only pictures he has on Instagram are the fucking, like, Father's Day test tube pictures. So I had to go through the fucking yearbook to find a picture of him
Oh,
for the
boy.
thumbnail. It was such a pain in the ass.
Hey, and then you asked me. Didn't you use one of the ones I sent you?
Oh, well, yeah, I also asked you for a bunch of them. That is
I had
true.
to delete a bunch of pictures on my Insta though so that, like, when I was looking for a roommate, they didn't think I was someone weird, because I basically only had, like, fish photos and soccer photos.
Damn.
Yeah,
All of my photos
I
are
love
like
fishing,
circa 2015, so I have like the fucking like picture of me with dressed as the Joker, which I think I have to keep on there just for McCoy. I have like a picture of like Henry.
Your permit picture.
My permit picture. That's the most recent picture of me, is getting my permit.
Yeah, that made it difficult for me when people were like, "Oh, who are you dating?" And I was like, "I don't have any pictures of him, but here's him in 7th grade."
Here's an account he posts more on. It's Loudmouth memes. Doesn't have any pictures of him either, but this is just a sense of humor.
Exactly. Yeah, it was difficult, and I still don't have a lot of pictures of you. I think I have like 4.
Yeah. Well, we can change that.
Yeah, we gotta take more.
You want to know something funny? The caption for that for the last Instagram post I have was like, "What do you think my biggest accomplishment was this week?"
This week was.
And it was me getting my permit, and then the next picture is me getting my first win in Fortnite. So then I don't remember. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, it was gonna be the next picture was gonna be us at that homecoming thing, the FOCO.
Oh, right.
And I was gonna be like, "What do you think my biggest accomplishment was this week?" And it was me with you, or it wasn't me. It was the podcast that week got 1.4 thousand views,
Which was also me.
which I guess you were on, so it would have been less douchey, but it was like the
That
same
would have
joke.
been so mean.
Like the one actual like accomplishment, and then the fucking like meme. Obviously, the actual accomplishment is getting 1.4. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, you're so mean.
I'm kidding. I thought you thought that was funny.
I did.
I thought I told you that.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Oh, okay. Anyways, what were we talking about before we stopped?
We were talking about Audrey finding a roommate.
No, that was like
I'm so
after we
nervous.
stopped. What were we talking about? Like we'll continue talking about
Oh.
that.
Yeah, okay. I'm really nervous about it, man. I gotta find a good roommate, but I'm taking so long to upload something of myself that I feel like all the good ones are gonna be gone.
I wouldn't worry too much about that. I mean, like, I think uploading earlier is best, but I don't think people are like there's always gonna be good people as long as you get it done before like March.
Right. Did
Although,
you find
do
someone
be-
yet, Kenz?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna room with Ellie, like from our school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like, okay, I know that like you recommend not getting someone that like you know, but Ellie and I are like friends without being like best friends, which is nice.
Mhm.
And
That's
also,
nice.
I don't want to room with any of these girls I've talked to. They're
What's
kind of
wrong with
crazy.
them?
I don't know. Like all of them are either like they stay up all night, and like I don't want to be in the same room as someone who's like wants to turn the lights on the entire time. Like when I need to sleep, or they're like they just like and also I'm like not living in a traditional dorm, so it's like that they want to live in a traditional dorm. So I'm just yeah.
Why don't you want to live in a traditional dorm?
Well, first of all, the bathrooms, like sharing a bathroom with 20 different rooms is kind of gross. So there's like these other dorms at the college I'm going to. There's these dorms that are like apartment style where there's 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and then there's 4 girls
The sweet.
or 4 people, but like 4 people, and then there's like a kitchen and a living room, and it's like not very expensive, so that's what
Really?
I'm gonna do. Yeah.
That
like
sounds
it's a
very
little
ideal.
bit more than regular dorms, but that's it.
That does sound very ideal.
Yeah, and a lot of girls are like, I want to do the traditional dorm experience. I'm like, okay, have fun getting hepatitis B from the bathroom stall.
Damn.
So,
I don't know.
and plus, Ellie's super chill, so.
This is my recommendation. Do the traditional or the non-traditional dorm, like the 4-person one. Have your 4 people be you, Ellie, and then the girl and her Komodo dragon.
I don't want to live with her. she literally started, like, putting all of her emotional problems on me, like, in messages. I was like, hey, so do you like to sleep with a fan on? And she's like, yeah, I've never had a best friend before. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh,
That's
no.
like almost
Yeah.
as bad as the like people who are like, yeah, I'm so ugly, like no one will ever love me.
I know, and it's like, I'm sorry
no.
that, like, you don't have a best friend, but, like, I'm not looking to be, like, your emotional support. I'm just looking for a roommate.
Oh no, Kens.
I know. So I got out of that real quick.
What if
How did
Ellie
you
hears about
leave?
that and she's like, ooh, Komodo dragons, best friend? I want to be with this person, and then leaves you for the Komodo dragon girl.
That'd be so funny. I just was, like, in a message with her, and so I finished the conversation, and then we haven't talked since.
Good.
That's rough.
I don't like it, though. Like, Audrey, I do not recommend talking on Snapchat. A lot of people want to talk on Snapchat, but it's like, if I don't, like, have a way to save your messages, which they usually talk in pictures, like, I'm not going to remember who you are. I need to,
Right.
like, look back and be able to remember what we had talked about.
That's good advice, thank you.
What?
When
So
you're
like
looking,
on Snapchat, like they're just like Snapchatting pictures rather than typing in the chat.
Yeah, but-
So,
and they're
Oh.
like,
someone
hey,
remember.
how's it going?
You-
And then
but you
they're
don't
like,
remember.
what's your major?
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember who they are.
But you remember some things about them, though, right? You're not just like.
No, not at all.
course.
You're just like,
There's,
who's this?
like,
You're like,
no.
it's like 50 first dates. You're like, who's this person again? You gotta look through your conversation.
Yeah, well, like, there's, like, 100 different people you're talking to,
Oh,
because as
okay,
soon as you
fair
go
enough.
in the Facebook group, you, like, get a bunch of, like, people start adding you, and, like, you start talking to people, and, like, they all just blur together. There's maybe, like, 3 people you know, and then, like, everyone else is like, what did we talk about?
Like people with dragons.
Fair enough.
What was your major again?
That's right. Was that a question
yeah.
for one of us or just like in general?
No, that was just in general. But
No, she's
you'll
talking
find a
to-
roommate, Audrey. I know you will.
Thank you.
Joe, what about you?
Going the trade school route.
Oh.
So
Smart.
probably will be either living, where I am, or living with my brother, because that might be a little bit closer.
Nice.
Well,
I have a
you.
question for the boys. Kenzie, you go first.
Oh, I was just wondering what Lucas is planning on doing.
Come back to me on that one.
Okay.
Audrey, what were you talking about?
Well, Lucas, you said something about 50 First Dates, and I just wanted to know what the boys' favorite chick flicks were.
Frozen. Is that a
That's
chick
not
flick?
a chick flick.
I can say
Yeah,
that.
it's not a chick
I was
flick,
just
that's a Disney
trolling.
movie.
Chick flick is like romantic comedy or something.
Yeah.
Romantic
Rom-com.
comedy.
Rom-com.
Star Wars Episode
Matthew
2, Attack of the
McConaughey.
Clones.
Good choice, honestly.
That's my favorite
But
chick
no.
flick.
No.
Is that not a chick flick?
No.
Oh. That's a romantic comedy.
Sure.
Yo, you know
But
what?
you gotta answer.
Rom-com was absolutely terrible.
What's that?
The Kissing Booth one. Kenzie
That
made me
one's
watch the first
awful.
one and the second one.
I
And
made you
I'd
watch the
rather
second so we
bang-
could make fun of it.
Kenzie,
I'd rather
Kenzie,
bang 2 rocks together. I don't know. Like, I can't.
Just 2 rocks together. And then that's just the end.
That would be more entertaining to me than the Kissing Booth.
Kenzie.
Okay, but we did it to make fun of it. Yeah,
Kenzie,
Have
you
you
did
seen-
it to make fun of it.
Have you seen After We Collided?
yeah, and
I haven't
wait,
seen it yet.
It's actually way better than the first one. The first one was ass, like so
Well, the first
bad.
one- Right, compared to the books.
Yeah. Well, I haven't read the books, but
Oh.
I have them. I just haven't read them. But like the second one is so much better because it's got Trevor, and Trevor's like what's the actor's name?
Cole Sprouse? No.
Cole
Dylan
Sprouse plays so much, like, is such a better actor than, like, the guy who plays, the main male character.
Oh.
I don't know.
Harden.
They're good, like, they're good movies, but I just thought the first one was horrible, and the second one was actually pretty good.
Okay, Lucas, you're gonna watch them both with me, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Trevor's a great character.
From which movie? Kissing Booth?
No, after.
I love when people like, you gotta watch this movie, and it's like one I've never heard of before. It's like there are so many
Yeah.
movies that I know I have to watch, and it's like, oh, now I gotta watch this movie that I've never heard a single person ever talk about before.
It's a bonding experience.
Okay, fine.
The comments on it, though, Audrey, are so funny.
Is it actually a good movie or no?
It's
yes
pretty good.
and no.
Yeah, it's a good, like, if you want to, like, if you don't want to watch a super intense movie, like, it's not really intense, but it's, like, it's not thought-provoking, you know?
Okay.
It's like when Miss
it's
used to talk, oh,
that's okay.
Sorry,
I will write
dropped
that
a
down.
name.
That's okay.
Okay. Sorry, it's when one English teacher used to talk about, like books that were, like, candy and then books that were, like, vegetables. Like, this is just a candy movie.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
right.
It's not like you're
very
watching...
good, though.
Yeah, it is good.
But, okay. I haven't expressed any opinions on it, so... Like, sometimes Audrey will say that she likes a movie. I feel like just because to defend it from me saying I hate it. Like, yesterday, or a couple days ago, she tried to tell me that she liked Shrek 3 more than Shrek 1. It's like, no. And then I asked her, like, a series of questions about the movie, and she didn't remember who, like, the villain was. I'm like, okay, let's rewatch the Shrek movies, because I have a feeling that you don't actually like Shrek 3 as much as you say you do.
I do like Shrek 3. It is very good.
After I was done with that sentence, I realized that I am kind of a dick.
Yep.
I was just like, that sounds like the most, like, incel, like, terrible boyfriend sentence ever.
Yeah, I feel like you actually don't like those movies. Let's rewatch them.
I changed my mind.
At least you're saying let's rewatch them rather than, like, you're stupid.
That's true.
But yeah, let's rewatch, and you'll find a newfound appreciation for Shrek 3.
But whatever. I haven't seen that movie in a while either, to be fair. But I do know who the villain is, so there's
Shut
that.
up.
Anyways, but yeah, let's watch all of those movies. And then...
First we get to watch my movies, though.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, okay. Watch all those movies, and then we can make a judgment on them afterwards.
Okay. Kenzie and Joe, I have a question.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's the favorite date that you guys have been on?
Like,
You can
ever?
have separate
Shit.
answers, yeah.
Okay.
As you can tell, we don't go on many dates.
Yeah.
Well, by now it's just, like... I don't know, it's just life. Like, I guess we're on a date if we, like, go to Perkins, but that's just, like, what us hanging out would be.
I mean, I feel like our 3-month was pretty fun. We went to, what's that place downtown, Kenzie?
Oh, the Onion Grill?
Oh.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good day.
I also like the one where I took you to a thing of waterfalls and you fell in the first 2 minutes and had to go get stitches.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then I
After,
drove
like,
home,
an
actually.
hour and a half drive.
Yeah, and I drove all the way home, too.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me drive.
Yeah,
Even though it
wouldn't
was
let you
his
drive
bad
either,
shit.
they were
Makenzi.
alive.
I did not have as bad of a track record back then, though.
Oh, fair
Kenzie,
enough.
you're a terrible driver. Sorry.
No, Kenzie, you had a pretty bad track record just because, like... Kenzie, I don't know. I feel like you would be driving and I would grab the oh shit handle, like, way too many times.
Does that handle
I feel
actually
like if
do
it
anything?
reaches, like, 10, then that's a pretty bad drive.
Yeah.
I feel like that handle in the car is just there so you can, like, subtly let the driver know that you think they're a bad driver. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Or like
Like when
the,
Sandquist
the
is
like
driving.
mom stepping on the pretend brake, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what my
I
mom
do that
does.
with weekend when you drive.
I do that more than I grab the yeah.
You know who, like, the most, like, obsessive, like, driving passenger ever is my sister. Because we'll be, like, driving to school, and I'll, like, take a turn slightly too sharp, and she'll make her entire body, like, fall over as if, like, the entire car is swerving, like, at 180 degrees. Like,
That's kind of
it's
I'm sorry.
it's hard to, like, do without, like, you seeing... Here, I'll turn my camera on quick. But it's hard to, like, show the audience. Can you see my camera right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, every time I turn, she'll just be like...
Did you guys ever play
I think that's
Jello
kind of
when
a
you were
mom thing.
kids?
Moms do that a
What's
lot.
Jello?
Nope.
In the car, like when me and my brothers would be in the back seat, we would play Jello, where it's like if we turned, you would just like have to let like yourself fall in that direction, and we'd crush the person that's like on the other side.
We never played that. We did the thing where like you put like your like a pencil on a piece of paper, and then you try to like on the bus, and like you try to like let the bumps like make a big squiggle.
Knock it off. Huh.
You know what I mean? I guess it's not actually the same, so never mind.
Bus games were a completely different ball game, though. Like, the bus was some fun times.
You want to know a bus game that
Back
we
in
played?
like elementary school.
That was like really
What?
stupid. You know, want to know a bus game that we played? We'd like.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound really like our area, like our county. It's gonna sound like such a thing that we would do, but anybody from outside is gonna be like, these guys are losers. We would everyone would have a piece of paper, and you'd look out the window, and you'd write down you'd write tally marks of which tractor manufacturer you saw. So like we'd be like, oh, there's a lot of John Deere. But today we got 9 John Deere, 12 New Holland, 3 Cat, and stuff like that. I don't remember what the 4th one was. It was like red, I think. But
Oh my goodness.
was-
I've never heard of that before.
yeah, it was a very much my school type of thing. It was very because everyone lives in very rural areas.
That's actually really funny.
Do you remember doing like the hand chants or whatever, Audrey? Like Happy Llama, Sad Llama, and stuff like
Yes,
that.
double
In
this,
4th
this,
grade,
double,
those
double
were the
that.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, those were
Or
the
like
best.
lemonade, crunchy ice.
Yep.
Those
Or
were-
like the
that's what the
choo
girls
choo
did.
train. Yeah, break a wall, waterfall.
Isn't that like
that
is that like patty cake type shit or no?
Yeah, here, wait, let me
Kind
show you.
of.
It's kind of like I
It's
remember
kinda
like
patty cake. It would be like, what is it, like double this, double that, double this, double that, double this.
Did you do that on the seats of the bus, or is that just like a thing
Yeah.
you do? Yeah, people would do like a sailor went to CCC.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But then people would also do like the really long ass like rhymes when you do like jump rope at school. That I don't remember.
Oh my
It's
God.
like
Speaking of jumping rope, when I was in kindergarten, I wore high heels to school because I was fancy.
oh, I think I know this.
Yeah, you know this.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I wore high heels to school, and
That's
I think
actually-
it wasn't like all the time, but at recess we played like Chinese jump rope, which we did not know how to play. I don't know what we were playing.
Chinese
called
jump
it.
rope.
Like
What
Chinese
makes
jump
it
rope
different
thing,
from,
yeah.
like-
It's actually it's a
What makes
thing,
it
but we weren't playing
Chinese?
it right. We weren't racist.
Okay.
It's
What's
a
the difference
thing.
between Chinese jump
I don't know.
rope and
Look it
I
up
don't know,
online. I'm not
original
sure,
jump
but-
rope?
I got this.
Yeah, so I was playing this game and my heel caught on the back of this Chinese jump rope and I fell and like completely like gashed up my knee. It was bad. And then we went in for nap time, I remember, and I was kind of just like sitting like cross-legged on my nap mat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And like everyone else around me was asleep, but I was just kind of like wide awake because my mom was coming to pick me up. And I didn't get stitches.
That's
That's
lucky.
good.
What grade was this in?
Kindergarten.
I think you told me that story before.
Okay, so
I did.
Chinese jump rope requires 2 jump ropes.
Oh, jeez.
And like there's 2 kids it's like 1, but it's like a loop. And there's 2 kids standing like the normal distance apart that normally they'd be holding the jump ropes.
Yeah.
But then it's like the loops around their knees, and then like the person in the middle has to jump in this like certain pattern around the loop.
Is this
Yeah.
If that
isn't
makes
that like
sense.
what's double Dutch then?
Double Dutch is
I
like
don't
when there's
know.
2
2 of them?
Or isn't there two whatever.
2 ropes.
Isn't there 2
Like
ropes
there's-
in
there's a
Chinese
lot
of
jump rope?
talk going
Yeah,
on.
that's what it is.
Chinese jump rope is like one looped rope that you like stretch.
Oh.
Around people's knees.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I like how Makenzi's like the official Googler for this podcast episode.
She's like Jamie
Yeah,
from Joe
definitely.
Rogan. Like, yo, Makenzi, pull that up.
Yeah. I got
Joe
you.
knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you. You
Yeah,
want to know what
I
I
do,
did in
actually.
kindergarten, Audrey?
What?
I shoved a rock up my nose.
Why?
Wow. I put a sticker in my eyeball.
Oh, that's so
Bro.
gross.
Like the
Oh.
sticky side down, too.
Could you imagine? Oh, dude, you know what'd be the worst is if you put like one of those paper, like shitty paper stickers that like they put on like the bottom of like mugs and jars that when you try to peel them
Oh,
off,
yeah.
they don't actually get off. And then when they get
That would
wet, they
hurt.
turn into a paste on the bottom of the, yeah, that would suck to put in
Why
your
are
eyeball.
those? Why are those in existence?
Exactly.
Who invented
Because they're
those?
I don't know,
cheap
they
as hell,
suck.
bro. They're so stupid. Anyways, yeah,
I
so
guess that prevents shoplifting, though. You know, now that I'm thinking about it. They're hard to remove.
that doesn't prevent shoplifting. That prevents people who actually buy the product from having a fully nice object.
Okay.
Anyways, so I saw some kid on the bus put popcorn in his nose. I thought it was really funny. And everybody was laughing at him. He was like the class clown. And I wanted to, I strive to be like that. So I put a pea rock up my nose. Actually, I think I've told this story on the podcast before. But I'll tell it again. I put a pea rock up my nose. And then, my nose started bleeding. And then the teacher was like, "You have a bloody nose." I'm like, "No, I don't." And she's like, "Did you put something up your nose?" I'm like, "No."
No, I don't.
No, I know
No.
blood streaming down his face.
And then, so I just
Don't
lied.
tell me what I have.
And then, the teacher thought I was stupid after that.
Wow.
But, yeah, I told that story, I think, on an episode with Maddie and Annika on it. Anyways,
Wow. Amazing content.
yeah. What was I going to say? Joe, did you ever injure yourself in a stupid way in your
Well, I
youth?
mean, around that time was probably when I first started riding like a bike.
Okay.
And then I crashed it, right? And I live on a gravel road.
Mm-hmm.
So like my knee got really pretty, I don't know, scuffed up, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And not until like this year during quarantine, I started riding a bike with Kenzie, and I legit had no idea how to ride a bike.
What?
Yeah.
No, I shit you not. No,
Yeah,
I had
he-
no idea how to ride a bike.
You had
He-
to relearn?
I have a video.
What?
I have a video. He was
Yeah,
like,
no, I
"Oh my gosh, how do I do this?" And then I told him to stop, and he's like, I don't know how to pull over and stop."
dude, I didn't know how to turn.
Kenzie, can you send
Yeah,
that to
you
our
did.
I would
Snapchat?
stop on the turns and pivot.
Sure. Yeah, he did not know how to turn. And one time I like scratched my ear with like one hand, and then like I held on the bike with the other, and he's like, "How did you do that?" He was like, "How did you have one hand off the bike?" Oh my
Do
goodness.
you want
I
to
don't know.
send me that video and then I can put it in the episode, or is that an invasion of
Sure,
privacy?
yeah.
Joe?
Are you okay with that, Joe?
Yeah,
Or
I don't
no?
give a shit.
Okay, I'll put the video in right now.
You're doing it. Okay. So, to turn, you want to keep pedaling.
on way too high of a gear. How do I change gear?
The top one is for a lower gear, and the bottom one's for a higher gear.
I'm doing it. Son of a bitch. Get away from me. I did it. But my seat's still effed. Cause like
Or I'll try. Actually, well, I'll try to. Let's see if I can. But, we'll see. Anyways, I feel like I say that like when the conversation ends, even though I don't have anything. Like, anyways is usually like you know what you're gonna say next, but I always say anyways on this episode and not know where to go afterwards.
I always say that when I'm like teaching swim lessons and I have no clue what I'm gonna teach next. And I feel so bad for the lifeguard on duty whenever I'm teaching because they have to hear the word anyways probably like 50 times in one night. Because I say it a lot.
Yeah.
But they're like 4-year-olds, so they don't notice. But the lifeguard, of course, is gonna like be like, "Oh my gosh, Makenzi, shut
Yeah.
up."
Yeah, it's nice when you don't have to. Yeah, like when I'm talking to Henry, I don't have to make sense. But sometimes I'll be
Yeah.
talking and I'll like
Yeah.
try to start a sentence at like 12 different beginnings, and I won't know. Like this happened with Joe earlier when we were playing Fortnite, where I'm like, yeah. So then we're gonna, and I was trying to explain to him how we're gonna record this episode. Because there's a bunch of different. I was gonna like think, should I explain the headphones, or should I explain the Discord, or should I explain the recording, or should I explain how I'm gonna edit together? And then I'm like, so basically we're gonna and then yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then Joe's like, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
I mean, I kind of like sort of knew what we were gonna do, just kind of like based off of the statements that you said earlier. So I was like, I mean, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, but I didn't remember what I had explained already or what I needed to explain to make it fully click. But
Yeah.
I just hope that you knew what I was talking about, even though I literally said no words in the sentence. So, we move. So,
Speaking of, I'm sorry.
oh no, you go.
Anyways.
I actually didn't have anything to say again.
Oh, perfect. Speaking of Fortnite, Lucas, Kenzie requests to play with Henry, but she's gonna have to do it sometime when she's at my place with our Switch, because
Yeah, because my computer
her
is
computer doesn't work.
ass.
But we gotta make sure that Kenzie and Henry get a win, because I don't think they've had a win together yet.
Ever?
I'm sure that's good. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
feel
we
like us
have.
four have gotten
like
a win
once,
before.
right?
Oh, okay, maybe.
Us three
Should I
got a
get
win today.
Fortnite?
You should get
Oh yeah,
Fortnite.
that's true.
You should get it on the
Yes.
Xbox, and then all of us four can play.
Oh yeah.
Or if
That'd be
if
hell.
one of us is gone, then like Henry can tag in. That would be top. Because
Cool.
me and Henry were playing a couple nights ago when the season first came out, and we were destroying because I hadn't played, so they were giving me really easy people to play against. But then as I just kept playing more and more, they kept making the people harder, and so I stopped getting wins. And then when Joe got online today, and Makenzi, who haven't played the season yet, we were playing against really easy people today. So then, once again, we easily got first place and then second place.
Nice.
So then if Audrey starts playing, then we'll once again get easy people, because she hasn't played
Well,
before.
but I'm not good. I don't know how to play.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's the
Neither
whole
do
point.
I.
Neither does anyone else.
Matchmaking.
That used to be the fun of the game, is that nobody could play the game. Or that like you
Yeah.
like there'd be good people, and then when you beat them, you'd get a sense of accomplishment. And there'd be bad people,
Right.
and it'd be really funny to just destroy them. But now they just give
Well,
you people
now
that are
there's
way
just-
too easy or way too hard.
Yeah, there's really no.
There's
in
just like
between.
people who go crazy, and then there's newbies.
Exactly. There's no like medium
bots.
people that I can like actually like that are a worthy opponent of me, or that I'm a worthy opponent of them.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
So you guys aren't good, or are you good?
No, we're average, but there's
I
no
think I
other
used to be
average
good.
people in the entire world that still want to play.
Yeah.
Like we're like Batman, and like it's either they're gonna put me against a toddler or against Superman,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And we don't
okay.
have kryptonite.
and it's like, okay, how about you put me against Two-Face and the Joker instead of Superman and Wonder Woman? You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, I hope that makes sense.
No, I get it.
Okay, I knew you would get that. I'm just like, never mind.
I don't know if you know this, but Superman is actually really powerful. You might not know this because you're a girl, but in the comics,
That's like the incel form.
Good.
Mansplaining everything.
You should never do that voice again.
No, you don't want.
No, I don't know. I kind of liked it.
I'm gonna send you an audio recording tonight of me doing that voice.
Please don't.
well, I don't know if you know this, but in Fortnite,
Stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
Switching gears a little bit, Kenzie taught me how to wrap wrapping paper today.
I think we're gonna
Oh
say
yeah,
Kenzie
over
taught me-
Zoom or not Zoom, FaceTime.
Kenzie taught me how to rap. I was like, whoa, let's hear
Joe's
it.
spitting bars.
Rap
That's
gifts.
exactly what I thought too. I'm like, whoa, wait, what?
Rap gifts.
Wait, no. Now I gotta hear it.
It was so funny though because like it's like he knows how to wrap gifts. The only thing he wasn't doing was like pulling the wrapping paper so it was like flat on the gift.
Well, I don't
So
know,
then like all of
Kenzie.
his gifts are just like in this like kind of like
It's a clump.
clump.
It's a ball almost.
Or they were. Now he can wrap gifts.
I hate wrapping gifts. It stresses me out so much.
Do
My
you
dad
know
just
how to
kinda
wrap
hates it
gifts,
after a
Audrey?
while.
Huh?
Do you know how to wrap gifts?
I know how.
Oh, okay. I
It just
used to
stresses me
know.
out. I can't make it like perfect ever, so it stresses
Yeah.
me out.
I tried to wrap a gift for my Secret Santa at work last year, and I just ended up like doing like a piece of shit wrap job. I just like did a bunch of, anyways. It didn't matter because the person really appreciated my gift because I wrote a very thoughtful card in the gift,
Aw, you. So nice of you.
So-
and it was like an older woman. So she very much appreciated the fact that I would go through the effort of making a card, because I don't know if you guys know this. Here's a little secret. I think I've said on a different episode of the podcast, but I don't remember which one. Is that adults' weaknesses is writing cards to them, so you
That
can
was, like,
basically just
one
win
of the
them back.
first couple episodes.
Yes, I think it was.
It's also very
three.
true.
That's so true, though.
Like I wrote a card
I'm
to
sure
my
they-
old teachers, and they thought it was like the nicest thing anyone's ever done. It's like that took me minutes to do.
Especially like when you get an old like a card from someone old, it's all like the writing is super scribbly cursive.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like
So
pretty, you know?
Like after the camp out one year.
I don't know. I usually can't read it.
After the camp out one year, Simon mailed a letter to my grandparents and said thank you for like hosting it, and they never forgot about it.
Huh.
Oh,
Wow.
that's such a Simon
That's how
thing
you
to
get
do.
good
Exactly.
graces in people's eyes.
Anyways, are you guys at like 38 minutes as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to wrap up
Yep.
the recording of this episode, or do you just want to? What do you think we should do? Because I think we're like
I mean, I couldn't
we're
care
like
less.
an hour or something in. I think.
An hour and 8.
Yeah. Well, plus we got like the first like 4 minutes that we're gonna cut out because we weren't actually recording the episode yet.
Right.
So
Wait, Kenzie, I have a question.
Yeah.
We're wrapping the gifts we got for each other, right?
Yeah, I already wrapped yours.
Oh, okay.
I don't know when we're gonna give it to each other.
We'll figure it out.
Like, are you allowed to see people?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Me too. After a bit.
why do I have phone numbers written down on this?
Call it.
No, I feel like it's like my work or something. It's probably like. Oh shit! Now I don't know what this phone. I have a phone number written out on the phone on this note card, but I don't know what it goes to.
You need to call it.
No, because what if it's like a college or something, or like a business?
Then you hang up right away.
Then they'll call back. I don't know. Whatever. I'll Google the phone number.
Or put it into your contact list and see if it matches up.
That's actually, yeah, I should do that. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so are we going to end the episode, or do you guys want to talk more?
Does
Seems like
anyone
we're
have a
ending it.
funny story?
Not specifically for this episode, but
Do tell, Lucas.
well, I don't like I
I
could
thought-
think of a funny story, but I don't.
I thought you were saying you had one, but not specifically for this episode.
Oh, I have. Well, yeah, I've lived a life
always
that's
has stories.
18 years long. I have a ton of stories that I haven't told yet, but I'm asking you guys, do you, because I'll be on next week, do you guys have anything that you want to say? Because you might not be on for another couple months like the previous gap has been. You know what I mean?
Joe?
I mean, I can't think of anything.
Okay. So...
Oh, wait, I do have a funny story. Wait, never mind. No, I don't think I should say it. Never mind. Audrey knows it.
What?
No, I'll text you.
Okay.
1 second. Never mind.
Wait, no, I actually kind of got a funny story here.
All right.
So,
Sure.
Okay.
one day I was just, like, in my car, like, waiting to, like, go into a store, right? And this was around Halloween time.
Is
Yeah, and I watched a car pull up, grab a pumpkin, because, you know how they have pumpkins out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they just drove off. They took it and left.
Really?
Yeah, no one gave a shit. Like, fucking, yeah, no.
That's really funny. Just stole a pumpkin.
Yeah, they
Kenzie-
just drove up,
Kenzie-
took it, left.
Kenzie, you should share that story.
You think?
Yeah.
Before you share
Okay,
that story, can I
well,
tell a
Don't
story
say
that
names,
relates to
obviously,
Joe's story?
but like,
No, of course not.
Wait, Makenzi.
So-
Before you tell
What?
that story, can I tell a story that relates to Joe's story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So today I picked up takeout at a restaurant, and I just walked in. And they said,
Yeah.
They said, "What's the name on the order?" And I'm like, I don't know. I think my mom did it, so it might be her name. They're like, just check if that's hers, and it was hers, and it was just on the table, and I'm like, yeah, that's mine. But I just realized that I could walk into any restaurant that does takeout, and they'll be like, "What's the name on the order?" And if they have it sitting out, I can just be like, I don't know, it was my mom or my dad, and they're like, "Do you want to check if that's yours?" And I'll be like, it could have just said like Sydney Lou Who on it, and I just am like, oh yeah, that's mine. And then when it says write a signature, I could just write like get fucked, and then just take the food and run.
you could do that at Noodles and Company. You could just like go up and take it. No one really
Actually,
looks.
though.
Yeah.
So if any of aspiring criminals are listening to this podcast, take my advice. Anyways, Makenzi,
Kenzie, go.
tell your story. Hopefully,
Okay.
this recording isn't too long, but I don't think it would be.
Okay, so I'm taking like part-time PSEO at like a local community college right now.
Okay.
And so there's like PSEO students in like classes, but there's also like
Oh, God.
people who have graduated and like adults that are taking classes too.
Mhm.
So I'm in my English class, and there's someone in like my English class at this community college that graduated from our high school last year.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Zoom, like in the chat, he
Privately.
asked me out. Yeah, but still, like, the teacher can see that.
Really?
So then, like, yeah. And so I was like, no, sorry. But then, like, my English teacher could definitely see the chat.
That is awkward.
I wish you guys
Yeah.
could know who it
And
was.
it's like someone that, yeah, if you knew who it was, you'd be like, oh, gosh.
Okay, well, once this podcast is done, you can tell me. But
Okay.
that is very embarrassing. I remember at the beginning of Zoom,
Yeah.
someone like, I think, who was it? I think it might have been like Carl or someone, or like Fred or someone like that, sent me a message, and it was like, I think it might have been William Matzik actually said something really weird and sus, and I'm just like, that is
Oh, in the
not
tennis
private.
Zoom.
Yeah, I think it was in the tennis Zoom.
Yeah, I got a message from him too.
Yeah. Okay. That solves the mystery of who it was then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for coming on the podcast, boys and girls.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
boy.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you for having us.
Audrey, I have a thought for you to end this episode out on.
Yeah, what's up?
So I thought of a new tradition we can do on this podcast where, like, last episode that we did with Simon and Linnea, it was like double date. It was like 49, number 49. This is number 59, right? So I'm thinking every episode that ends with 9, we could do a double date. Up
So
until
69
yeah.
is the next one?
So episode 69 will be the next
Whoa.
one, and then we could do and that's during the Valentine's Day month.
Oh my god.
That would be like the most perfect episode that we could do a double date
You have to
during.
do something to commemorate it. Like, literally, like, make that one special or something.
Yeah,
You should hype the fuck out of that one.
exactly. The 69th episode special.
We should do the triple date episode that time.
Oh, perfect.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And nice episode. Anyone have any a final closing thought?
My cat's under my couch.
When is she not? Literally, whenever I cat sit, she's always under your couch.
You're right.
You should subscribe to Lucas's podcast channel.
Thank you, Joe.
Hit the button below.
Exactly. According to YouTube statistics,
Leave a
only a small
comment,
percentage of people
smash
are
the
actually
like
subscribed.
So many voices.
Comment down below what you think I should name my rubber duck that I need to put in my car still.
Gerald.
What is the look of it? No, Audrey, you have to say what it looks like.
Okay, it's just a plain yellow duck, but it has a gold chain and an 8-ball hat with a little propeller on it.
I was wrong.
You're gonna name that duck
It's
Trojan.
a thug duck.
What?
You're gonna name it Trojan. Or is that the other one?
No, that's the other one.
Oh.
That's the camo one.
Okay. Anyways, thanks for listening to the episode. I'm ending my recording.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.